I think I have to get over my perception that people are not interested in my take regarding international films. While most of the Indian content consumes me on this channel, some of the best content that I consistently watch includes movies that I don't really talk about. The hype in the last few days was so palpable that I just had to do a weekly roundup discussion of some of my favorite films that are in the pipeline, some success stories, and what we can expect to be the new normal in the future. Let's just get straight into it. Let's talk about the Snyder Cut first. I remember in 2017 watching Justice League and being thoroughly confused with its treatment. Why was DC, which I had an extremely soft corner for, trying to be something that it clearly isn't? How is it that we transition so far to the other end from the dark, melancholic, and gritty treatment of Man of Steel? Why is DC pretending to be a popcorn, light-hearted Marvel film? Why is it half-assing its world building? Why don't I feel an iota of fear when Steppenwolf creates havoc? The more you read about the behind the scenes of the film Justice League and the life-altering experience of Zac Snyder while making it, you realize why there has been such a mass movement regarding wanting his version of the film. Justice League in 2017 was the third of the 5 films that would expand the DCE universe, the last 2 being Justice League editions, which got cancelled due to the underwhelming box office results of the film. While directing the movie, Zack Snyder's daughter passed away due to suicide and he had to leave the project. This led to Joss Whedon, the man who has directed multiple Avengers, to take the reins and finish the project. However, it is very clear that the theatrical version that audiences saw was much different than Snyder's version of the film. From changing the pitch of the movie from gritty to light-hearted and humorous, doing several reshoots and significantly cutting down on the running time, which inadvertently caused harm in fleshing out main characters like Cyborg and Flash, Joss Whedon's version of the Justice League is therefore mockingly titled Justice League, assumed to have just used 10% of Snyder's version. March 18th, 2021 is the date that everyone's looking forward to, when the Snyder Cut releases on HBO Max. The trailer itself had everyone raging, and it's because of several reasons. You also have to realize that there are polarizing opinions regarding the Snyder Cut. Some believing that a film cannot be altered significantly to change what the public perceives of the film already, and the others who acknowledge and understood by watching the film and knowing the production nightmare that it went through, that Snyder's version could do justice to the epic scale of such a film. The death of Superman, an impending dark side ahead, leading to the formation of a team and the ultimate battle with Steppenwolf and his parademons. Just on a more detailed and Snyderesque scale. I mean, we can clearly tell the difference in several shots, be it Steppenwolf looking like he has gone through a Vikasat Roop in Pokemon, finally looking menacing and larger than whatever this random dude from the street was wearing in this film. You've got the iconic Superman black suit. Who knew Jared Leto could have a resurgence as Joker? It seems like a different take on the character, less animated, more baritone, rather than the painful rendition we saw in Suicide Squad. Irrespective, I'm all in and extremely hopeful that it is worth the hype. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat now. I don't know about all of you, but something that really hyped me up was when HBO Max came out with the trailer of Mortal Kombat. I'm a guy who was addicted to PC gaming in the mid-2000s. My addiction ranged from GTA Vice City, Need for Speed Underground, a little bit of Hidden and Dangerous and FIFA, and finally, just so that I can smash my keyboard to oblivion, Mortal Kombat and Tekken. No wonder I've become a fan of gore and violence in films, because all that I would look forward to in Mortal Kombat was how to execute several fatalities. I remember watching on Star Movies the 1995 Mortal Kombat film, and even as a preteen being disappointed at the cheesy pitch, hammy acting, and the lack of character development in that film. It seemed like my favorite characters from the game had become unintentionally funny caricatures. But this is the sad reality of games that get movie adaptations. It's really never a pretty sight. I'm hopeful of the HBO Max project trying to revive what could really be an epic film. I mean, I remember when the background score of the game would play, I would just get so pumped. This investment in the project, while being limited, nothing comparable to superhero films, seems like is made by a fan of the universe who is exploring characters with a lot of attention to detail. A lot of people don't spend enough time in just acknowledging the potential of this film and how massive it can truly become. I mean, you're looking at characters who have fascinating individual stories that can eventually cross paths with one another. You've got the Scorpion and Sub-Zero feud, you've got Raiden and Shinnok, a delicious rivalry integrated with mythology, you've got Liu Kang and Shang Tsung. You know, these are storylines that already have a set fan base and can become such compelling films. Irrespective, the inner child within me is very happy, and again, just like the Snyder Cut, hopeful that we finally get a compelling video game adaptation. Uppena. So I did not want to do a solo video on this Telugu film because I had such mixed feelings about it. You also do tell me what your opinion on Uppena is in the comments below. What I've come to the conclusion through this film is that this perception by trade experts that romance as a genre is dead is actually quite ignorant and is reflective of just bad experiences of producing underwhelming stories. Telugu cinema, time and time again, producing these intense love stories that do extremely well. Uppena is a Telugu film that has amassed over 60 crores during the pandemic, and it's only a testament to the fact that people gravitate towards engaging human stories. The film presents beautiful performances by both the leads. Vaishnav Tej is intense and fits the bill of the requirement of a commercial hero, but Kriti Shetty absolutely steals the show. She encompasses the gambit of emotions with such conviction that you actually marvel at her effortless ability. The film will test your patience maybe with its jarring editing in the second half, abrupt cuts, skipping timelines out of nowhere. It does hamper the otherwise convincing story. Vijay Sethupathi, while being intense and putting forth a praiseworthy performance, you genuinely miss his voice as he is dubbed by someone else in the Telugu language. The film has some beautiful music, the leads share some infectious chemistry with one another, and while you see from a mile away how things will develop in the life of both the romantic interests, the twist of the film will shock you beyond your belief, making even the tiresome journey worthwhile. The film made me realize that people will crave for compelling stories irrespective of the genre. But do tell me what you thought about the film. And let's talk about the theatres being back. I spoke about the Ruhi trailer and how it marks sort of the return of commercial Bollywood in theatres. This has also led to the year transforming into the year of announcements. This year is going to be very interesting because you will see several clashes of Hindi films with Telugu releases that are going the pan-India way, curbing the archaic process of remakes and making India see the film as it was originally intended. You've got an Eid clash of Radhe and Satyamev Jayate 2, Sher Shah going head-to-head with Major, S.S. Moli's Triple R releasing on the same day as Ajay Devgan's Maidan, and Akshay Kumar's Prithvi clashing with Shahid Kapoor's Jersey on Diwali. From Allu Arjun's Pushpa to Prabhas's Radhe Shyam, there are so many films that are in the pipeline that will mark probably the make it or break it year for the entertainment industry. What are you most looking forward to, and do you think these theatrical releases will amass huge numbers in the box office despite the pandemic? Let me know in the comments below. And that was the video, guys. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.